Wearable technology designed to improve your health and fitness is certainly hot right now. Hundreds of the devices will be on display this week in Las Vegas at CES, the International Consumer Electronics Show. Konect Sports, a startup out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, will be at CES showing off some new products. They've been invited there by Movesense, who works with hundreds of companies developing wearable technology. Joining us now is Konect CEO, David Troup. Dave, thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me, Julie.
So tell us what the product is that you're launching at CES this week.
So at CES this year, we're going to be launching Konekt Sports Agility Pro. And Agility Pro enables athletes, trainers, and coaches to quantify their speed and agility drills. Millions of athletes every day do these drills, and they have no way to quantify and measure their progression, their quantification, their performance. The trainers and coaches don't have the data in order to direct the athletes on what to do. And so this product attaches to the athlete and measures their output, their speed, their agility, and stores it all for later analytics.
So how do you and how does Konekt Sports see technology and motion sensing in particular playing a role in the future of sports?
Well, a couple years ago, it started with general fitness trackers, and now we're seeing products become extremely specialized, and especially in the context of the sport. So, for example, with Agility Pro, the data that we give an athlete or a trainer is specific to the sport that they're doing. So, football is different than baseball, which is different than basketball, and there's things like that. So, you're seeing a lot of these very specific products doing specific things inside of the sport.
Can you give me an example of how someone for baseball might be different than one for football?
In terms of speed and agility, you're looking at sort of a running back versus a baseball player. Running backs need to keep low and fast. They're trying to avoid other players. They're trying to maneuver, get yards downfield. Versus a baseball player is either trying to, say, catch a fly ball, a shortstop trying to get the ball to deliver to first base. Also, the dynamics are different in each sport, and so by defining the training analytics per sport, we can really elevate the performance of that athlete.
Wow. So have sports and fitness become a greater focus then at CES?
Over the years, I've been going to CES for about 7 years now with sports technology, and we've seen a steady progression of sports technology and sensors and analytics and artificial intelligence, which is really changing the landscape and how these sensors are being used in sports and athletics.
To your point, you do have a track record in sports and wearable technology. Can you tell us a little bit about your background, David?
Yeah, we came out of an action sports telemetry company. We did work for X Games, GoPro, Red Bull, and unfortunately that company met its demise a couple of years ago. Part of the reason was the cost of developing and maintaining sensors. When we approached the project of Konekt Sports, one of the things we wanted to do was not have to build our own sensors. And so we discovered the Sunto Movesense product and moved into the space at an incredibly rapid pace, being able to focus on the software and analytics and not have to worry about being bogged down in hardware development. It's been pretty fantastic.
So how did Movesense's technology really aid the development there of Konekt Sports products?
Well, literally from day one, we were able to start writing software and analytics in the product we were going to develop versus if we had to develop our own hardware, you got to do all the hardware and software engineering, there's firmware development, there's triple E and mechanical engineering work. I mean, literally it takes about a year of hardware development before you can even start working on your product in terms of the data you're getting out of your sensor. With Movesense, we were able to, from day one, be deep into product development, customer testing, doing athletic trials, working with trainers and coaches. It's been, we joke that we went from pitch to product in less than a year, and without Movesense, we couldn't have done that.
You said you've been going to CES for 7 years now. What are you most looking forward to seeing this week?
Well, you're always looking to see sort of the next, progression, the next step as well in technology. So I'm always keeping in mind of what I saw last year, what I saw the year before. I go to certain companies, try to keep track of, are they continuing to evolve their product? I also look for companies who aren't there. That's always pretty telling in terms of market viability of certain technologies. It's all interesting to see players that you wouldn't necessarily associate with the sports sensor, arena and technology that are sort of getting into the space, that see that, whether they play in the industry in a certain way or they're somehow attached to it, that they're now starting to embrace these sports analytics. Because I think in a lot of professional sports, especially, they've shied away from these analytics technologies, especially in gameplay. They may have done it in the training field or in practice, but they really shied away from gameplay. So we're seeing that evolution, step forward. And this year, I'm sure we're going to see some surprises.
Well, I wish you luck at CES this week. Thanks, David, for sharing the Konekt Sports story. You can visit Konekt Sports at the Movesense booth number 44537.